He is not here. I don't know about y'all, but just reading this, rehearsing this, it gets me excited in my spirit. But he is not here, for he is risen, just as he says. Come and see the place where he lay. I don't know what was going on in the minds of those women, but I can imagine there was some fear, some shock, some awe, some surprise, some excitement, a mixture of emotions. And leaving the tomb, the women went to tell Jesus's disciples what had happened. Now, before they reached the tomb or reached the disciples, Jesus himself appeared to the women. Now, one of the reasons that we know that the resurrection story is actually true is that if you are going to make up a story about Jesus being resurrected, what you are not going to do is make women the principal people in that story. You are not going to have women be the first people who are at the tomb. You would send Peter, James, and John to the tomb, because in the first century, women were very subjugated and they were not considered, their testimony was not considered credible even in court. So if you're going to make up a story about the resurrection, you're not going to invent a story where you send women to the tomb. You would have sent Jesus's most prominent disciples to the tomb and then had them begin telling the story of the resurrection. But that is not what we see in Scripture. In Scripture, we see it exactly as it happened. Their women went to the tomb and then they went back to tell the disciples. But on the way, before they reached them, Jesus appeared to them on the road. And Jesus said, "Greetings." And they came up, took hold of him and worshiped him. Then Jesus told them, "Do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to leave for Galilee and they will see me there." Let's keep going. And over the next few weeks, Jesus appeared to more than 500 others. The text actually says that he appeared to over 500 of them at one time. 1 Corinthians 15:6 says, then he appeared to over 500 brothers and sisters at one time, Paul says. Most of them are still alive, but some have fallen asleep. And again, if you are telling this story, you're not going to tell this story while people are alive that can invalidate what you are saying. If this was not true, and Jesus did not appear to 500 people at one time, Paul, who is not going to write about it during the time period where people could debunk and invalidate this particular story.